Is it time we stop calling our pets pets? Well, they were always going to come for the pets eventually, weren't they? Animal rights group PETA, spelled P-E-T-A, says the term is derogatory and wants us to start using words like companion and human carer instead.
The charity's calling for a ban on phrases such as bringing home the bacon, let the cat out of the bag and take the bull by the horn. So we're joined now from PETA by Jennifer White.
P-E-T-A?
Yes, we get the point, Piers. Who believes the term pet should be replaced with companion. And publicist Nick Ede, who's brought along his dog Beverly, says there's nothing wrong with the word. And the idea they aren't pets is ridiculous. And I do understand you're going to be petting Beverly throughout.
Petting Beverly all the way through,
interview.
yes, Susanna.
Jennifer, what on earth is wrong with calling them pets? They don't care.
No, the dogs don't care. But a lot of people at home who have dogs and cats, they will call these animals their pets and they'll refer to themselves as owners. And this implies that the animals are a possession. Like
oh,
car,
for God's sake, no, you don't even believe this guff,
I do. Because when you refer to animals not as the living beings that they are, but as an inanimate object, it can reflect our treatment on these animals.
But hang on a moment. Hang on. Under the law, they're possessions, aren't they?
Well, animals are their own individual beings. So then, you know, when we see people who they get dogs, you know, for Christmas, for example, and then by the 1st of January, these dogs are already going into shelters because the novelty's worn off.
But that's not about their name, it's about the education. And
it's
I think
PETA...
That's about bad ownership.
That's about bad ownership. And I think your organisation, my issue with it, is that you are known for doing some great activism, and now you're trivialising all the work you've done by basically just trying to change a name. I am an owner because I bought my dog and I own it. Own it, if you look in America, especially with people like Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey, they talk about ownership as having some kind of care for something and taking responsibility. I have responsibility for my dog.
You know, so ownership is actually a good thing.
I think it's a very good
Let's
thing.
go, look, let's cut to some of the other phrases you want to get rid of. Bring home the bacon. You want to say...
Bring home the bagels.
Bring home the bacon.
Yeah.
But what
if people
happens if
don't
you
like
actually
bagels?
want to bring home bacon?
Yeah. What if you like bacon and don't like bagels?
These are, you know, these are playful expressions that are inclusive for everyone. And
Take the bull by the horns. What do you want to make that?
Well, that one we just don't want to use. There's no need...
No, it says here you want to say take the flower, the horns. What does that mean?
Oh, take the flower by the thorns.
Why would you kill a flower?
instead. Well, you wouldn't need to kill the flower.
No, because you'd be taking it by the thorn.
But if you take a flower, you're killing it, aren't you?
The bigger point is...
The other thing...
Sorry, hang on.
No,
These things are important.
We don't need to go
These things
through...
are important. Why do you want to wrench flowers
let-
out of a flower bed and kill
I
them?
knew you were going to do this.
Well, what's the answer?
But let me tell you,
What's the answer?
the bigger issue is that language is
No,
always
if you don't mind,
evolving.
it's our show.
No.
We ask you questions.
You invited me
You
on
have
to
decided
talk
you want to
about
get rid of all this language.
Keep
I'm
going,
asking you
Jennifer.
No, we're not
what you're going to
talking
do about
about
it.
getting rid
Let the
of
cat out
anything.
of the bag. You don't like it
Cats
because...
shouldn't be in bags.
No, but I think it's a really...
Cat shouldn't be in bag.
But
You
the-
think that literally means the cat's in a bag?
But Piers,
It
what I
did
think
at one point. Where
Yeah,
do
but
you
it's
think
good
language
to educate
originated?
people.
One-trick
about-
pony.
OK, hang on a
Why
second.
do you...
I think
if cats shouldn't be in bags, we
Sorry,
should
Susanna.
definitely let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you be
The point
opposed
is
to
they
that
shouldn't
phrase?
Be there. They shouldn't be
One-trick pony. What's the problem with that?
So, well, ponies aren't...
So you can't even stop laughing because you know how ridiculous this is.
No,
but
it's
tell me
because
why
I knew
one-trick
that you were
pony is
going
wrong.
to do this. So the point is, we don't need to go through every phrase. Like, we will
No,
be
you should,
here
because
all
you
day.
have.
Actually, we
We
do.
will be here all day.
Because if you want to change the language we've
Beverly
been
wants
using
to
for
leave.
centuries, I would like to know why. What is wrong with one-trick
Because
pony?
language is always evolving, and we know this. Phrases that we would have used 50
I get it.
years
What's
ago,
wrong
we
with
wouldn't
one-trick
use
pony?
it. Ponies aren't here to do tricks for us. They're their own individual animals.
Some ponies love doing tricks.
If we think about how we would
Have you
want
asked
children
them?
to
Have you asked a
perceive
pony
animals.
whether they like doing tricks?
I think you know, Piers, that ponies don't speak English, so that would be a waste of everyone's time.
Weasel my way out is a problem too. Why?
Well, because that has negative connotations about weasels. That would
Weasels
make
are
you think
weasels.
of someone being sneaky.
Weasels are they are
Weasels-
sneaky. That's why they're called weasels.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's why you think they're called weasels, but that's a misconception. Weasels are lovely animals.
Elephant in the room is okay though.
We're not against phrases that just...
Why would you want to lock an elephant in a room? Why wouldn't you want to have it out? Seriously. I'm serious. Why would
I
you?
don't think you are.
Huh?
I think so.
Elephants should not be in a room. Elephants should be in the African bush where they belong. Why would you at PETA, we'll come to that in a moment, why would you want elephants locked in a room?
But we're not saying this. No one is saying this. We're not saying that these words are offensive.
You allow the
We're
phrase
not
dog's
saying
dinner?
that
You're happy with
phrases
dog's
are
dinner?
offensive.
Why
What
would you
we're
want dogs as a
saying-
dinner?
We're not the
Why are
only
we supposed
ones.
to eat dogs?
No, that's not
No,
what
it's
the
the dinner they're
phrase
eating.
even
Piers,
means.
you're a journalist. You, of all people, should know the power that language has has. And all we are doing is providing better phrases that...
But why are they better phrases? I don't understand why they're better.
Do you know where the word pet comes from?
For example, if we talk
Do you know where the word pet comes from?
Well, can I just answer Nick's question?
No, you can answer mine. It's my show. Do you know what? Do you know where the word pet comes from?
I don't know.
I have no idea of it. So you want to abandon the word pet. It comes from a Scottish Gaelic, pieta, which means tame animal. Nothing offensive, just means a tame animal.
And
one
that
that's been domesticated, trained to be a good little doggy.
Ownership, and you brought up a really good point where you said you bought Beverly, and we don't promote buying animals because it's a transaction.
Where do you get them?
Where do you get them from?
Well,
Adoption shelters.
But they've been bought by someone else.
Do you
How do dogs... Hang on. How do they get...
Am I not allowed to take part in this conversation? Are you suggesting that people shouldn't have pets at all?
No, not at all. We are pro-adoption.
Well,
how do they get to the adoption centres?
We don't believe in breeding more dogs.
How do they get to the adoption centres?
Well, because people buy them.
So they have already been bought.
Thinking they are novelty.
So you're telling people that they shouldn't buy dogs, but they should go to an adoption place and get dogs that have been bought and left there. That's what you're saying.
So are you saying that the dogs who have been abandoned because their families got bored of them because they bought them as property and not as an
most people don't abandon their dogs. Most people take loving care of their dogs. Most people are very good owners of pets.
That's not true. Like, that's not true.
It is true.
Animal shelters in the UK are inundated with dogs who have been bought and who are then abandoned because people don't realise the responsibility.
Right, what are you changing the name of your... What are you going to change?
Jennifer, that doesn't necessarily mean that most people don't care for their dogs.
OK,
No,
so you hate the word
we're not
pet, right?
saying that,
You hate the word pet. P-E-T.
We don't hate the word pet. We're encouraging people to use a better word.
in your actual
OK,
name.
let me ask you then, what are you changing the name of your organisation
It's
to?
an acronym.
What will you be changing the name of your organisation to?
We're not planning on changing the
But it's
name
got
of
pet
our...
in it. Literally called
PETA.
PETA.
You're missing the point, and there is academic...
You keep telling me I'm missing the point. I think I'm on point, really.
Piers, I just think...
You want to ban the word pet.
We don't want to ban
You want your
anything.
organisation to carry on being called PETA.
That's because it's the
You see
people
the problem?
for the ethical treatment of animals.
Yes,
so it's
but
a
pet is
shortening of the
offensive.
word.
I'm offended by your use of the word pet.
It's not offensive. We're not telling anyone it's offensive. Animals aren't offensive.
You're literally telling people not to use the word pet.
No, we're
That's
not.
why you're here.
We're suggesting that people could use the word companion.
I'm suggesting you should call
Beverly is
yourself
so much
companion
more.
then.
Companion.
Yes.
I will feed this back.
If you want to ban the word pet, start in your own backyard. Stop calling yourselves PETA. Do you see the problem here?
I think you're making a problem.
What about the Hollywood movies like Ace
Do you see the,
Ventura?
for want of a better phrase,
Human
do you see
companion
the elephant in the
detective.
room here? The thing that you like. You like elephants in rooms.
I think we've sort of reached the end of that particular conversation. Jennifer?
Companion will
was
be
a brave
pursuing
defence.
its
Thank you.
lobbyism
I
of the
just
word
wonder
pet being
whether
expunged in English language.
there might be bigger fish to fry.
Of course.
Probably-
Can't say that.
Whoa! Whoa! Why are you frying fish?
Yeah.
You pescatarian animal! Wow!
No.
Did you just say you're going to fry fish? Oh, my God!
Thought I'd get into trouble with the fish.
Talk about elephant in the room!